Grab your blocks and set them at the front of your mat, kind of on either side of your mat. And have them on the tallest setting because you might need them like that, and you can always lower them, but trying to reach for them when they're too low can be kind of a messy proposition. All right, and then stand at the front of your mat, behind your blocks, between your blocks. And on your next exhale, bend your knees, touch the floor. Keep your butt nice and low, drive into your heels and lift the upper body up, Utkatasana. Exhale, driving through the heels, straighten the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands and step back to plank pose. Knees down or no, corkscrew your hands into the floor, tip your weight forward and lower slowly to chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Now lift your right leg, and this time open your hips. But don't allow that yet to bring your weight forward. So keep pushing through the hands as if you were trying to pull your body towards your left thigh. And keep pushing through the right hand on the mat. Keep weight there. And peek under your left armpit. Can you see your right toes? And then slowly start to allow the left foot to spin on the mat. And you're going to start to now you can bring your shoulders a little more over your wrists. And with total control, resisting, don't lift the right hand too soon. Set the right foot on the floor. Stay on the ball of the right foot. Push into the left foot and the ball of the right foot and lift your hips up nice and high. Flip dog. Okay, and then look back at the spot where your right hand was. Try not to lift the right foot yet. Reach, 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 reach. Get that really big twist in the spine, and then eventually the right foot has to lift. Lift your right leg up, back to three-legged dog. On your exhale, bring your right knee to your right tricep. Step that right foot through. Line your feet up for warrior two. So right heel to left arch. Corkscrew your right foot into the floor. Open your hips to the long edge of your mat. And come to Virabhadrasana 2. Find the heel swiping action of your left leg. So really straight through the left knee. And then tip your left hip point towards the floor. Maybe bend deeper into the right knee. Press the outer edge of the left foot into the floor. Breathe. Feel as though you could tuck your left shoulder blade into your right jeans pocket. Then flip your right palm. Inhale, reverse warrior. On your exhale, start to lean out over your bent right leg. And you can set your forearm on your thigh, or you can do without holding on, but reach with the left hand far away from you. So it's all the way from the left pinky out through the left outer edge of the foot. And then inhale, come back to reverse. And exhale, Parsvakonasana. Inhale for reverse. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, Parsvakonasana. This time, find your block and set it to the outside of your right foot. Place your right hand on the block and open up for Parsvakonasana. We'll hold here for a few breaths. Push your outer right knee into your inner right arm, and then try to spin your chest open to the ceiling. Push your hips forward, strong and straight through the left leg. Lean your chest back. And now look down, bring your left hand to your waist, and you're going to take your block with you, step your block out in front of the right pinky toe. Hop your left foot in, place your hand on your block, and lift your left leg up. Try to stack your left hip on top of your right, push down into the block, and then push the block to the right to pull your right shoulder underneath your left. And then maybe look out to the side, maybe stay looking at the floor if balance is challenging. Lift the left leg from the outer edge of the left leg. Spin the chest open. Corset the front ribs. Push the hips forward. Breathe. Okay, now soften through the right knee and just bring your other hand to the second block. Walk it in. And you're in kind of this supported Virabhadrasana 3. Now push down strongly into the left hand and lift the right hand away from the block. Push the left hand block down and to the left to pull your left shoulder underneath you. Maybe the block's a little high for you if you're short, like me. But pull the right shoulder blade to the spine, squeeze the inner thighs together, lift the left leg from the inseam of the left leg. Breathe. And then look down at the floor, soften through the right leg. Maybe take your blocks with you if you need them. Plant your left foot on the mat, and then left hand on the block, and open back up for twisted triangle pose. And then bring your right hand to the block, and move the blocks to the side. And then windmill your left arm up and back, turn to face the long edge of your mat, spin both heels in, both toes out, and sink your butt. So now this is like warrior two on both legs. Pull both knees back as if you could corkscrew both feet into the mat. Right foot clockwise, left foot counterclockwise. Hands to prayer. Try to send your tailbone towards the floor and pull your rib cage so that you're stacked over your hips. Breathe here. Keep pulling your knees out to the sides. Maybe sink deeper through the middle. And then drive into your heels, straighten your legs. Turn your toes in slightly, heels out. Hands to your hips. Inhale, push your hips forward and look at the ceiling. Do a little back bend. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Try to find the hamstrings here. So drive the heels into the floor as you forward fold. Place your fingertips on the floor, or maybe you need to grab your blocks. And then inhale, come halfway up. And exhale, forward fold over the legs. A few breaths here. Finding the hamstrings, so push the back of the knees behind you. Tip your weight into the balls of the feet. And then drive the heels into the floor. Maybe you can deepen your forward fold. Pulling the floor towards your head. So using the traction of the floor. Inhale, come halfway up. Bring your fingertips under your shoulders. Spin your heels in, toes out. Start to bend your knees and sink your butt really low. And then come back up for goddess pose. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, straighten the left leg, spin the right toes out, come to warrior two. And then come back to goddess pose. Sink the hips. And then come up and over, warrior two. And then back to goddess. And then warrior two. So trust yourself here. Go back and forth between the two shapes and try to find a way to make it feel complete and controlled. Last one, goddess, warrior two. Pause and take a breath. Tuck your left shoulder blade into your right jeans pocket. And then circle your hands to the floor. Come up high onto the left toes to make space for your right foot to step back. Plank. Corkscrew your hands into the floor. Lower, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe.